By 1972, the Apollo program established a reliable corridor to the lunar surface. We transported humans and heavy equipment across 238,000 miles with repeatable precision. The official record attributes the program's conclusion to shifting federal priorities, high mission costs, and a public accustomed to the spectacle of spaceflight. This explanation ignores the sheer scale of the operation left behind. Billions of dollars in active mission control centers, global tracking networks, and fully constructed Saturn rockets were essentially mothballed overnight. It raises a question. Did we abandon the moon because the treasury ran dry, or because discoveries on the surface forced a tactical retreat? Human history is defined by the persistent expansion into every reachable frontier. Walking away from an established, functional bridgehead in space contradicts the very impulse that drove the program's creation. In 1969, NASA conducted a controlled seismic experiment. After departing the surface, the Apollo 12 crew jettisoned their lunar module's ascent stage, sending it plummeting back into the lunar crust. The seismometers left on the surface recorded a vibration that lasted for over an hour. Instead of the dull thud expected from solid rock, the moon reverberated, ringing like a bell. This acoustic signature is virtually impossible to replicate with a dense, solid mass. It is, however, the exact behavior you would expect from a hollow, metallic sphere. Natural celestial bodies are comprised of layers of rock and core that absorb and dampen impacts. A sustained hour-long vibration suggests a structure that is largely empty. Then there is the matter of geometry. The moon is 400 times smaller than the sun, and yet it sits 400 times closer to Earth. This specific ratio allows for a perfect total solar eclipse, a mathematical alignment that occurs nowhere else in our solar system. The orbit itself is equally anomalous. The moon is far too massive to have been naturally captured by Earth's gravity, yet it maintains a path that is nearly perfectly circular. Natural captures are typically elliptical and erratic. The circularity of the lunar orbit implies a level of correction that defies standard gravitational models. These metrics led Isaac Asimov to observe that the moon, by all rules of planetary formation, simply shouldn't be there. The presence of a hollow interior alongside these geometric alignments suggests a degree of precision that challenges the conventional model of random planetary formation. Apollo seismometers also recorded quakes that were not the result of surface shifts. The data showed these quakes originated from deep within the interior, at depths consistent with a hollow shell. While these readings were coming in, the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter began documenting physical anomalies on the surface. In the Mare Crisium region, cameras captured towern structures, known as the Shard and the Tower. These geometric spires stand out against a landscape defined by billions of years of meteor impacts and erosion. They do not follow the natural patterns of the surrounding rock. Synthesizing the seismic data with these surface features leads to a conclusion. Humanity was finding evidence of ancient, complex technology rather than natural geological formations. By the end of Apollo 17, the mission profile had shifted. The crew was no longer studying a geological relic. They were gathering data on a body that behaved like an artificial megastructure. Transcripts from these final walks mention unidentified movements, shadows, and metallic glints along the crater rims, tracking the astronauts' progress. The narrative of waning public interest provided a convenient exit strategy, allowing for a permanent, quiet withdrawal from the satellite. The evidence suggests we encountered a level of technology that made our own presence there feel like an intrusion, resulting in a directive to stay away. This leaves us with two possibilities. The moon is a hollowed-out asteroid placed in our orbit, or it is an entirely artificial ancient outpost. As a new space race begins in the 21st century, we are inevitably returning to this unsolved mystery. Is the moon a protective shield, an ancient watchtower, or a cosmic accident? Let's debate in the comments, because when we finally return, we may find that the ringing from 1969 never actually stopped.